So today marks 30 days of sobriety. No alcohol, no marijuana. 30 days, that's the longest I've gone in more than a decade without getting high or drunk. I was told when I started this process that it was going to be a roller coaster ride. This from people who have gone through it themselves and have experienced all the aspects of recovery. Well, they were right. I mean, after I sort of hit bottom a little more than a month ago, it took me about a week to get into rehab, to get into AA, to get into sober living. And that week was the deepest, darkest, most desperate week of my life. That was a long flat bottom. I was hopeless. I had nothing. I was in total and utter despair. So when I started this recovery process, I was very willing to look for something better. I was willing to admit my powerlessness over alcohol and willing to admit that my life had become unmanageable. I did. And it was. It is. Has been. And since that time, every day has been very different. Every week, how I feel. The despair didn't just evaporate. It's still there, and some days worse than others. The hope, yeah, it showed up big time, but it hasn't been non-stop. My willingness to try to undergo a spiritual change has waxed and waned. And so to think that anything that I know today is going to be of value to me tomorrow is not something that I really put that much stock into. I mean, tomorrow's going to be different, just like yesterday was different. Heck, I mean, an hour from now will be different. You have to take it one day at a time because each day is totally different. I mean, when it comes to like cravings, at the beginning it was a physical craving, like anyone who's tried to quit smoking has undergone, where God damn, I need a beer. I need a shot. Then it became more of a fantasy type craving. Now it's like there's like this little demon on my shoulder saying things like, well, if you do undergo a spiritual change, if you adopt a spiritual lifestyle, well, then it'll be okay to drink. Yeah. Finding little things to I don't know, say tempt me, but little voices, I'm not really hearing voices, but thoughts creep in, reflecting excuses to give up my sobriety, to return to that old life, because I know that if I start drinking again, it's just going to be worse again. It'll be worse than last time, and last time was horrible. It's been this slow spiraling decay into destruction, personal, financial, emotional, physical destruction. And it's not an option anymore. And that's kind of liberating. I don't get to choose whether or not to drink. That choice has been made for me. And I'm okay with that. See you at the next 30-day milestone. One day at a time.